Hey bitches, how we doing? Today we are reacting to crazy vocals female singers. It's always fun when it says crazy. So I say girl, let me check that out. So let's just head into it. Let us see how crazy they actually are. Okay, wait, am I recording? Yes, I am. All good, all good. Let's continue now. I don't know why that made me laugh, but as soon as I heard her growling, I wanted to laugh. Not because it's bad; it's actually impressive. It's just so aggressive. You're required to have so much technique to do that healthily, so it's insane. It's insane, and it's really good. It just made me laugh because it's so like in your face. It's like an attack. Now we all know this. Now this was a long savagery. It was a long savagery, and I remember this moment when I was a teenager, something like that. Hearing this for the first time as a kid, you're like so impressed by this. Now I heard it so many times that I'm like almost bored by it, almost annoyed even. Not because it's bad. Again, it's crazy, it's impressive. It's just I heard it so many times. She never really uses her vibrato in these high notes. Like it's always just like that's what she does. It's never a normal vibrato, which I feel like is because of her technique. She doesn't possess it maybe in those higher notes. Haven't heard it much, at least me. But she was my favorite singer when I was like 15, so 14, something like that. That head voice was what saved this. Like, the note was kind of thin, for me at least. It was a bit thin, but she had the control of it. It was a bit strained, a bit tension, but she still controlled it and it was good. But that head voice was so heavenly, the way she went into it, how she finished it off. It was very beautiful. It just sounded very beautiful. That head voice was lovely. Who was that? Who was that? Let me know. Get it, Lara. This woman has one of the best resonant voices out there in her prime, is what we're talking about. It's very resonant. It's insane. I feel like this will get... Some of these clips will be copyrighted, just right here telling you. Maybe this, if you don't see the previous clip of Lara Fabian, it got copyrighted. But yeah, it may happen. It's just that, let me say, Lara Fabian, it's one of the most resonant voices. Love her. Beautiful, clean, powerful, emotive, like every quality that you want to have in a voice, she has it. So yeah, she's great. Love her. Love her. It's a good tone. I feel like she has a really good placement for these high notes. There were two fall off ends of the notes where it seemed like it wasn't as clean, or like almost off key, but not maybe. It was just a bit suspicious. But her voice is really good. She has a lot of potential. Obviously, I feel like she's maybe like 30. I would be surprised if she was like 22 and looking like somebody's mama. But she could be like 30, and she sounds very secure in herself. She could be a judge for what I hear here. Yeah, she sounded great. I mean, I really can, like, except those fallout notes that kind of sounded shaky. Everything else was really good. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I liked this. I liked this. Head voice was lovely. Get it. Now somehow this wasn't as crazy as the other ones, even though she got to A5. I don't know why, it just wasn't as crazy, but it was more clean and more enjoyable to listen to. Don't know who Sherma is, Sherma Rose. I like her though. Here she comes. What sets her apart is the insane amount of power and stamina and just full on being able to hit any high note without being hard for her, without that being hard for her. She's insane for that. Like she's probably gonna have that same damn voice when she's 50, 60. Like one of those like Patti LaBelle singers, like not a struggle to sing any high note. She was very relaxed when she was doing that. My only problem is that it kind of sounds too sharp and I can't listen to much of it. It's just a bit too hurting to my ears. Good control. I do like the rasp, but something about her is, I don't know. I feel like it's not unique enough or special. Here I am not having any talent in saying that, but I get to have my opinion, okay? Because she just was like yeah, it was good, it was great. I just didn't care for it. Very bright. 5 and F sharp, they're probably the best sounding in her register. They really could be, because it just feels like a perfect sound. Those insane like B flat, whatever it was in the 5th octave, like we all know that she has the perfect technique and you cannot come for it. She's gonna hit every note on the scale and not feel any stress and like tension or anything. She just sounds perfect. It can be a bit too much if you listen to a lot of it repeatedly, but can you say anything bad about it? No, it just sounds like it's so good. It's so good. Like same category as like Jennifer Hudson and who, like they can just hit those notes insanely well. That's a bit much. I know Vanessa, she's great. I feel like if she sang this in like E5 or even F, it would be better than going that high. It's just way too much and too shrill and not pleasant sounding at all. Not saying that singing has to be pleasant, but this is just like especially like just hitting your ears too thin, screechy. I don't like it. Now that sounded very much like Janis Joplin. Like that was very good. Perfect tone for that high of a voice and no struggle at all, no tension. That is going to be one of the most impressive clips that we're going to hear probably. It's just absolutely incredible. And she's singing at church, a God-given voice, if there is God. I mean, come on, Tiffany just slayed them all. That was incredible. She is one of the most skilled singers out there. Rachel Farrell, one of the most skilled singers, still in her age. She does everything that she did when she was younger. It's insane. Impressive for days. I just don't like it. It's annoying. It's a bit annoying when you get that high. It really is. Like, it's just a bit like, also why? Thanky Girl, this was not somehow as annoying. I don't know why. I think I've heard her before on my channel. I had it here or maybe in a live stream. She sounded very good and still like a consistent sound throughout the whole thing. Get it. That was Slayage. That was one of my favorite clips here. And you're gonna tell me, how is this not screechy and Vanessa Morosi is? There is a clear difference. This sound that Park produced is a lot more controlled, and you can hear the purposeful or intention to sound like that, where it's not actually straining, and it's the voice is not breaking, the tone is consistent, and it doesn't sound bad at all. You can listen to this. Whereas Vanessa's was just a bit too screechy, and because she was imitating Janis Joplin, or trying to, in those high notes. With Janis, I don't know if she really sang that high. She could have probably taken it a few notes up. She was kind of getting into it more, but this was a lot more cleaner and lovely. Again, with Tiffany, this is one of the most impressive clips here. Who? Okay. That sound right there was lovely. That meh. I want to hear more of that. Again, one of my favorites again. Melanie, she killed it. She killed it. I'm gonna need to check her out. I'm sorry, I will. Melanie, Park, and Tiffany freaking killed this so far. This was such a beautiful, beautiful, resonant, open head voice. Clean, no struggle at all. And that kind of mid-belt and meh, it was just powerful and good. She sounded great. I'm gonna need to check that out. Sing it, Sheila. Good for her, even though she did like all that. It wasn't just that like, it's impressive, but I just didn't care for it. You know what I mean? I really didn't care for it. I hate these pre-recorded shits. Like, it just sounds too perfect because it's so processed. That's good though. Whoever sang those high notes, girl, get it. He's not impressed. Good for control, but it kind of feels a bit too much. I really didn't care for it. It was a bit too show-offy. And he wasn't even that pretty, to be honest. That descending freaking run that she did so high in her voice, it's lovely. She looks beautiful. Slay it. Girl, she is insane. It sounded even better as she went higher in her whistle notes. That's insane. She killed this, Shantae. That was also fine. That was a really nice tone, which we're not gonna hear obviously here because they just stopped it. Let me stop recording. This was a good list of vocals. Let me tell you, that was really good. How did you guys feel? What was your favorite? What other extreme crazy vocals have they not put in that you wanted to hear? Like, who would you like to see here and what actual moment? Let me know. But this was lovely. I like this list a lot. Everyone slayed it. Just because I didn't like something doesn't mean they didn't do it well. As I explained, they were great. It just comes down to the personal preference, but it was lovely. I love them. So thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope to see you in the next video. Like and share this one and subscribe to my channel. Okay, be there. Thank you. Bye.